Hello friends, in this session we are discussing how to create an SSRS report which will fetch data from Oracle database. Here we are using latest Oracle database 19C. So we have already set up our environment in which we have installed Oracle 19C. So from Oracle 19C we are going to fetch the data in our SSRS report. So I have already a test environment. I have created a test environment in which I have installed a SQL Server in one of my machine, and SSRS is installed on that machine. So I'm going to download the supportive driver for Oracle database. So for that you just go to the Google, because we are using Oracle 19C database, so we need a latest Oracle 19C driver. So here we just search this option ODAC 1931. So just click on the ODAC runtime download from Oracle. For this you need a Oracle credential. If you don't have, you can register yourself in Oracle website and just log in it. So I have just downloaded this driver. I have already downloaded an extract on my virtual machine. I just show you. So this is the extract version, that ODAC 1931, and let's connect the SSMS, and here it is my reporting services. I'll just show you. So first I am going to install this ODAC driver for connecting Oracle database. I will also show you how to connect the SQL database, Oracle database using command prompt using TNS entry. So it's a kind of Oracle TNS client installation, you can say. So this is my server name AG3, and I just connected it. Okay, so now just start the services, and meanwhile the setup, the services just started. We just go to the setup. So I just click on this folder and there is a setup option. Run this setup as administrator. So okay, here services is started. We already discussed about this report server configuration in my previous video, if you just check out. So web URL portal, you have to just click on this web URL portal, and So here once when you click on this URL, it is asking for the user ID and password. You just supply your user ID and password, like window authentication from which credential you have connected. It is only accepting your window authentication. So here you have to put the, here I have just connected through administrator. I can put the administrator account user ID or my SQL user ID and password, that is. So I am just putting the SQL 1, it's my window ID, and I am just putting the password in my, generally it's SQL in capital @1234556. the default password I have put for all my IDs. Okay, but in the production we have to use the complex password. Okay, so yeah, SQL3 is my SQL instance, AG3 is my node name, and SQL3 is my SQL instance. So here you can see that, okay, just click on OK, just add it, close it, add, okay. So here if you just previously I have created a report, so this is the report thing. Just click add. So meanwhile the setup, like here we see that the setup is in progress, so we just click on the next. So just remove this one. You can choose any location. I am choosing the default location, that is C app. Okay, so just click on next, just leave it as it is, just click on next. Now it is just installation started. Here it is taking some time. Okay, so once the setup is completed, so we need to create a TNS entry, like TNS file. It's basically it's a text file having the extension tnsname.ora, so it containing all the Oracle database detail. Okay, so before starting that TNS file and all this thing, I'm just explaining you. I've just copied the TNS entry file here from my one of the file. Just a minute. So I just copied one of my it's a sample file TNS. Okay, so I just copied it to, the system is a little bit busy. So here I am just pasting that file. Okay, it's not copied, I think. Let me try one more time. Just go to that folder and just put it. Okay, now it is copied. Okay, so here is the file. Okay, so I just open this file in notepad. Just right click, you can see here the file extension is .ora. So I just do one thing, I just shut down one of the I think there is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm just going to shut down the AG2 because minute and just power of AG2. Okay, so now you can see here still I think system is little bit busy. Okay, 10 click add. Okay, let's check it what the setting we have here. Okay, so I just open the okay, notepad here and okay, this file is open now. So here you can see that this is the name of this is the TNS name. You can put any name here. This is the host name, that is the Oracle server IP address, and it's a Oracle server port, database port, and this is a service name. Okay, I can show you. So here for connecting Oracle database, I have installed the putty. You can download the putty. So I just connect the Oracle database. Okay, default user here Oracle, and just give the password of that user. Here it is connected. So how can just check that? I'm not going to explain about the functionality of Oracle database. The purpose of showing this, how can we know that which services is running, which is mentioned in the TNS name? So I am just showing, I am trying to explain this thing. So we have just reach out to here. So there is command, that is PS process, what process is running. So we can find out. There is a grep command pmon. It is just finding which database is running. Here we have found that the CDB1 is running here, and if we want to find out that the TNS name is like listener, which accepting the Oracle connection is running or not, so there is a command for ps -ef -grep and TNS. So you can see that there is a TNS, it is running. So we can find out the status. The listener is what the status, listener is running or not the Oracle server. So you can check. There is a command lsn rctl, lsn listener control, and here is a command status. So you can see that this is the listener and this is the services here is running. So how to connect the SQL database in Oracle level, that SQLPlus, you can put the SQLPlus here, SQLPlus as a sysdba. Here just putting the sysdba. Okay, it is connecting now. Okay, so once if you connected in 12c, the architecture of SQL Server, it is totally different. the architecture of Oracle server, it is totally different. They followed that CDB and PDB role. So CDB is just like a system databases. In case if I am comparing the Oracle with SQL, so in SQL Server there is some default system databases like master, MSDB, model and tempdb. So just like SQL, Oracle has a CDB database, it is a system databases, and PDB is represent to user databases. So this is the similar architecture. So once you have connected to the SQL like Oracle through the SQLPlus, you have connected to CDB and interface, CDB level. So how can we find out that there is a command for socon? If you put the name here, socon name, you can find out the CDB root. CDB root is representing that you are at CDB level, that CDB, you are within the CDB database. Okay, so suppose here there are different kind of command. If you want to search out that instances, so there is instance command. Okay, there is a command for select star from v dollar instance. So you can see here it's a single instance. If it is multiple instance, then drag install, then it is a different criteria. And if you want to see the databases, that we database, you can put the database here. Okay, so to find out the PDB databases, what the PDB database, so you can just execute this command. This is the PDB database. Here you can see that PDB database is in read write state, so it means it is a functional. If it is mount, then we have to just change it to a read write state. So now how can we connect that in PDB database? Before going to connect to PDB database, I am just going to show you. I have created a table here, and the table name is that T, it's for test table. There I am just putting only the sorry, I just it's only 2 field. Okay, and I have created a user, so you can find out the user, like there is a table for user, that is okay, here username from db underscore user, there is a table. So and one thing, it's a case sensitive, the data is case sensitive. So whenever I have so here you can see that I have created a user. Okay, and I have assigned the user test to grant permission, giving the grant permission on this user to select and insert on T table. Okay, so this is in short that how we connect the Oracle database. Okay, so let's see here what happened. So this is the service, it's a like CDB service here. So now just install it. So here now it is the installation is begin here. Okay, so before that, meanwhile the setup is in progress, so we can check out that we are able to ping that database here or not. So if we just ping that database 192.168.1.50, just check out that yes, you can able to ping it, and there is a port for database, that is 1521. We can just telnet the port also, so that it is confirmed that there is no firewall or these are it not blocking that port 1521. Can just telnet is not, I think, enable here, but don't worry, we can check out from here also. We can check that on this machine I have just enabled the telnet, so just 1.50 and 1521. You can see it is here connecting, so there is no issue. I think it's working. So in between we can check out that what happened at here. Okay, it is still in progress. Okay, now just close it. Okay, here it is. Still in loading state. Okay, it's 13% in progress. So we have to wait until the installation is completed. So maybe that report is open or not. We have to check that. What the connection data source here. Just click on here, manage data source. We have to check out the data source. Here it is showing that it is reflecting to AGN1. Okay, so but we have to change it. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so here we have to change it. Just check that what the permission here, folder label, security, they're built in only, so we have to add the I just giving all the role to this. Okay, now just again just try to change the data source here. Okay, do one thing. Okay, now here it is. Now we can change it. This AG3 and here is SQL 3. Yeah. Catalog, we have to check it. This catalog is here or not. It is in progress. Okay, there is, here it is. So okay, we can use the same. Okay, either we can put the any user ID and password, or when it is running we can provide the password. So yeah, here it is completed. So now close this one. Okay, so we just we okay, so here we giving the SA password here. Just see what happens. Okay, meanwhile the setup is completed. Now we are going to create a link server first. So here you can see okay, once the installation is completed, here is Aura OLEDB installed. You can find out here it is. Okay, so for SSRS to include the Oracle database, that creation of link server is not mandatory. Okay, link server is only created if you want to access the data from SQL Server level. Okay, so for that I have to just suppose this is the TSN name. Okay, so here we will see it why it is not connected. Okay, so here just go to the app client product 19. There is a ASP.NET and there is a folder for network. Just click on network and just paste it. Okay, so I have already shown you. So here this is the test one. You can just I change it so it's a better understanding that. So here I have just changed to this one. Generally it should be same as service name, so far you can easily identify it. So I just click on the same ORCL. Okay, so now just see here, if the now I'm just going to create a link server. So I right click link server, just give any name. So I have given the test Oracle. Okay, just choose the same on Oracle provider for OLEDB. Data source, here the data source should be my DNS name, that name. So I am going to connect Oracle with the help of DNS. So that's why I am giving the data source should be the data source name which I have mentioned in the DNS file. So it is a just show you, already show you, this is the name. This name I have just going to mention here. So okay, and here the security name, because I already show you we have here here this is the user. Through this user we are going to connect. So you have a question in your mind that why I am using this hash. This represent that it's a common user. Whenever you are creating a user in CDB database, okay, so you have to put hash sign, start with C and put hash sign. So it represents this user belong to CDB database. And if you want to provide the access, same user access to PDB, you can provide the access like using with common user. because this is the common user which have access of the PDB database. Okay, so but now in my table is in CDB. Okay, so here I am just giving the user ID, okay, and my password. I just put the password, okay, and for here to true it is, then just true it, just true it. RPC remote procedure call and out, I am just giving to true and just click on OK. Okay, so here it is saying that cannot create an instance validity provider for link server. Okay, this is the error, so don't worry about that. So just first restart it, just restart it. Okay, so one thing more, we have installed but not restart the services. So before going to next, like restarting the server, we just do one more thing here. I just connected to this one. I'm just going to app, just go to product, I think client, and just go to product, just go to client or see it, what is this. Okay, there is a version. We have to register the audio.net. Here I have a sub command which is required for SSRS, because in SSRS we are going to use the Oracle database through the audio.net. So I will show you here. I have a command for that, so I already written in my test lab. So this is, I have to traverse to this folder, so just forget it here. So just click on this one, just click on that. This is the folder. Okay, so I'm just going to put these two commands. Look at here, these two. I am just going to put this command. This exe is, I have found, I can show you. It's a better way to show you. So just go to the app product. Okay, so here I am on the audio.net, then bin folder for here this is exe, but I have to register it. Look at here, just go to the odp.net managed common. There is a this TLL. I just want to use this TLL to access the Oracle driver. Just SSRS use this one to connect the Oracle. So I have to just find out the detail. So just go to the detail. This is the version 4.122.19.1. so I have just used that version here. So only just I'm just copied, I have already written here, so you can just focus this and you can the similar step, just copy and paste. I have just pasted it here, it is here now, it is registered. And one more thing here, just use the same thing here, common manage to till DLL. Okay, just be careful that whenever you have just using there is a space between the provider path. Okay, otherwise it's not registering. So I just, now it is also registered. Now I'm just going to reboot this system. So because we are getting error while creating, so I'm just going to reboot it here. Let's see what happened. So once like the system came up and just we first create the link server and we see how can we just connect the access the Oracle database using TNS entry. So I am just going to show you what the command and how can we just give the parameter to connect the Oracle server from SQLPlus on Windows. So here it is still running. Okay, I'm just trying to connect it. Let's see what happens. Just ping it. Okay, yes. Here it is connected now. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Same password. Now the system is up now. Okay, so okay, system is established. So first I'm going to open the SSRS. Okay, so till the SSMS I'm just click on this option. So the SQL Management Studio, it is in progress. So I've just click on this command prompt and just go to this one. So here I'm just going to show you. If you just click on the SQLPlus, you can see here it is asking for the username and password. Now I'm just giving to test Oracle. Okay, test Oracle is the name, and here I'm just giving the ORCL. It is what is ORCL here. ORCL is the listener name. Okay, if you just go through here, I just show you ORCL. Earlier I just show you, but yeah, just so here just network. Okay, so admin, I have just opened it. So here you can see that this is the ORCL. So I am just giving the username at the rate that TNS entry here ORCL and put the password 123. so if you just see that you are just connected. Okay, now you can just see if you just execute the command, the same Oracle command, so con underscore name, you can find out that you are the CDB root. So here you can just this is the table I have created, the owner of the table is this. Now in this way we are able to fetch out the detail from here. So now the SQL Server, I think SSMS is open here. So I'm just clicking the link server and just try to test it. Yes, it is connected here. Earlier it is giving the error. It is giving only the error because we need to, after the installation, we have to restart the system. It is required. So now it is test successfully, and here now I am just going to show you how to fetch out the detail from the TNS. So what the way, this is the way, this is the query, select star from open query. You can put the open query and just here the name ORCL I have mentioning, this is the TNS name. And select from sys.t, I have just mentioning it, and here you can execute this query. Okay, okay, why it is not finding? Could not find server ORCL in sys server. Okay, sorry, I have to mention this here because here we are going to link server name. So test ORCL, here I have just mentioned the link server name. Okay, my mistake. So you can just, we have to wait it. So just see the time count here. Just see the time count here. You are getting this response in 14 minutes. Once you execute it again, just see here, it is taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is now 11. Just execute it again. So it is taking time to just frequently. Okay, now it's just execute once again. Okay, so we have to that just go to this option in provider. It's a general setting, we have to use this one. Okay, just go to the Oracle and property. So here there is an option for that query in, if you are using the Oracle query and taking time, so you have to just check mark this allow in process, so it will help you to for better performance. So once it is check mark, so you can get the result in no time. Okay, just see it, just see the result. So now I'm just going to insert the, so for insert, yes, put the table name into, okay, put the name here. The same way here, this is, it is just like a table name. Just put the name and put the values, and I'm just going to put the 4 and giving the name is, and just okay. Now just execute this command. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is the way that you are just fetch the detail using link server from Oracle. Now I'm just going to SSRS part. So yes, so first the SSRS part, I have a report. Earlier I have just created a report for SSRS. So first we just connect the SSRS here. Okay, if you don't have the URL, then to find out the can go here. This is the, click on this option. So just connect it, start this SSRS services. Okay, so there is a portal, you can check out from there. Let me check. Okay, so just giving the name here. Click on the report, just add it, close, add. Okay, now okay, so first we just execute this one, why it is not running. So just see it, what happened. There is a data source, we have changed it already. Okay, but look, window as a password, you can use the same user ID and password. Server is too easy now. So we already have, I have already created a report for Oracle. So I think I pasted to Okay, so don't worry about that. So now just check it here. Click on this. Okay, now SQL lab SQL1 can see here. Okay, just first we just uh, create a new data source first here. Okay, just put the name here, test report, and here just use the Oracle. Okay, data source should be ORCL. Okay, use the following credential. Database user, I'm just given CSS. Okay, just check the connection. It is connection successful, and just create it. So here the connection is created. Now I am just creating a data set. So here we need a report builder. So just a minute, I already have downloaded the report builder setup here. You can find out the report builder from where you can just search the Google report builder. You can just click on the report builder. Here you can find out the download report builder. You can download. If you just click on here, okay, from here you can download the report builder, right? So I have already downloaded here. the setup, so I just copied it and I just paste it here. Okay. And I'm just searching that. So just install the setup text, accept, run, just click and just click on next. Just click on next and it is now finished. So the report builder setup is completed. So I'm just going to just close it. New data set I have just created, just allowed it. Now the report builder is open, so I am just going to create a report to fetch the data from Oracle. Just see here, data source, we already have created a data source. Okay, so it is asking for the browser where the data source is here. I'm just going to create. So okay, so here select the star from sys.t. So I'm just going to find out that because here we are getting error. Just a minute. Just click insert table here. If you just click on the insert table, but here no field is found out, because here the data source, it is not, we are getting that Oracle is not installed here. Okay, so just a minute. Just click on the property. Here just first we add. Okay, here we are going to Oracle, and here you can see that the build option is not highlighted. That's why here it is getting error. Okay, so for that we need a 32-bit installation. So I have downloaded the setup. ODT setup for 32-bit. Okay, this is the ODT with ODAC, because here the Oracle is not found out, or it is supported that Microsoft Report Builder, it is supported 330, required the Oracle 32-bit driver. Okay, so we are going to just one more thing. Let me try that, where I just pasted that. Meanwhile, I am just copied that setup here. I'm just copied that setup here. Meanwhile, the setup is copied here. It's a 32-bit setup. I've just extracted. why I am doing this? Because here we need to create a report in report builder and upload to report server, but here Oracle is not supported. So I am searching for that report. If I have that because I have copied the report from here, so once I have found it, let me okay, I just do one thing. I have just start this one. So I'm just starting the one of the there I have created a report. So either we have a report, so we can use that report, or we need to, if we going to create a 30 using report builder, then we need 32 Oracle 32 bit driver. So there are multiple options. Either we go through that ODT with ODAC this setup, or we can download the Oracle 32-bit ODAC. So I am just going to the best way. Okay, now it is connected here. So 1.40 I've already created a report for using Oracle. So I just try to copy that report and just upload it. So just see it. Time here. Okay. Now I just copied this one. Oh. This report I just copied it here, and just paste it. Okay, now I'm going to upload this report in report server. Now just upload it. Just click on upload. Okay, just click on this here, manage it, data source. You have to choose the data source. Okay, already mentioned. Okay, we have created a data source, so share data source, we just click report, this one, save it, just click on it, just see what happened. Here it is. So this is the way. Okay, but here if we are going to use report builder, then we need a 32-bit setup. SSRS use Oracle 64-bit driver, and this report builder and Visual Studio, these are using Oracle 32-bit driver. So here if we want to create that one, so we need to either you can go through that. Here I just show you 32-bit driver. Okay, either this one or you can use the ODAC X copy. Here there is 32 and 64-bit, both are using there, so you can download 32-bit ODAC X copy and use it. Or if you don't have that one, then if you don't need to download this one, so you can download this and you can search out. Here there is one more option, that is ODT. I just search out the Google with best way, ODT with ODAC. Okay, ODT with ODAC, you can click out here. Okay, so once if you just click out here, the Oracle download window is open. Then you have to download this option. Okay, here I just show you ODT with ODAC 32-bit downloader. If you just click on here, then you can see that this one, I have just downloaded this one. Okay, it's at 12.2. It's a different version, but yeah, it is like it is worked. if you just download and run the setup, so you need to do setup. If you want to build the report using report builder, then 32-bit version Oracle driver is you have to install it, because I am searching for a long time that this article, but not found. Okay, that's why I'm just creating this video, and if you just go through that, and it will really help you. Thanks guys, thanks one.